Alright guys, this is movie 2, so if you are just now joining us, we are about to solve by completing the square. So this is the second part of what we were doing in class on, what was that, Tuesday? So here, the goal is to get something into something plus x plus something squared equals some number, and then square root both sides like we did in the last video. So we have to complete the square to get this thing that would be squared anyway. So here we have a 1 for a, so we're good there. There's nothing there, so we don't have to divide by anything. So what do we need to add to x squared minus 6x in order to complete the square? And whatever we add, we have to add to both sides. Ginger, excuse me, my dog is making lots of noise. Okay, so in order to do that, we divide b by 2. So negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3, and I square it, which gives me 9. So I'm going to add 9 to both sides. One moment, please. All right, so I'm going to add 9 to both sides, and that gives me x squared minus 6x plus 9, which can be factored into x minus 3 squared, which now equals 29. Okay, well now that I've got that, I'm going to square root both sides, and I've got x minus 3 equals plus or minus the square root of 29. 29 is a prime number, so there's no pretty square root, but all I have to do is add 3 to both sides, and I end up getting a very nice answer, I say that sarcastically, of 3 plus or minus the square root of 29. Oh yeah. All right, the next one is a little trickier. It has an a to begin with, so we're going to divide each term by a to get it by itself. So we have x squared plus the lovely 5 halves of x equals 7 halves. Well, I have to complete the square because that's what I've been asked to do. So I'm going to add something to both sides. And in order to find that something, I take b, which is in this case 5 halves, and I multiply it times 1/2 divided by 2. And that gives me 5 over 4. Then I square it, so 5 over 4 squared is 25 over 16. So I'm going to add 25 over 16 to both sides. That gives me the factored thing of x plus 5 over 4, which equals, okay, I need to have the same denominator. What's the common denominator that I need? If you guessed 16, you are right. So I'm going to multiply 7 over 2 times 8 over 8, and then add 25 over 16 to it. So this gives me 56 over 16 plus 25 over 16, which is, amazingly, 81 over 16. Okay, so I square root both sides. So let me rewrite it so you can see it. X plus 5 over 4 squared equals 81 over 16, which is actually a really nice number, and I didn't intend for it to be that nice, but isn't that just amazing? I love math. All right, square root both sides. You get x plus 5 over 4, and that gives us plus or minus, the square root of 81 is 9, the square root of 16 is 4. Oh, that's just lovely. Then I'm going to subtract 5/4 from both sides. Subtract 5/4 from both sides. So that gives me x equals negative 5/4 plus or minus 9 over 4. Well, negative 5 plus 9 is 4 over 4, which is 1. And negative 5 minus 9 over 4 is negative 14 over 4, which simplifies to negative 7 over 2. So I have two values. I have x equals 1 and negative 7 over 2. And that's how you complete the square. All right.